Good to go, guys. Thank you. Good to go. All right, guys. Ground Zero Scott here. We're at the 2018 Maryland 8-Ball Championship. This is a match of Bobby Pacheco versus Keith Curtis. This is a race to 6 in 8-ball. Alternating break format. You can't win or lose on the break. And it's open until a called shot is pocketed. So that's the opening break. Bobby broke dry, and Keith comes to the table here. A little bit of trouble on the table. But the high balls are probably the better choice here. The 3-ball only goes in one pocket, and you got to be on the short side of it. And then the 5 balls in the middle of a couple balls. So I'm with Keith. I would take the high balls. And from the way he's shooting that, I'm guessing that he's got a shot on the 15 ball in the corner after he plays this combination. Nice slow roll. So yeah, he's going to be shooting the 15 ball next. No, he's hesitant. He's going to be shooting the 10 ball. And perhaps he didn't get as good of a line on it as what he was hoping. The 8-ball may be partially obstructed too in where it can go. He's looking at the 15 in the side. If he gets the right position on that when he shoots the 15, if he does shoot the 15 in the side, he should be able to move the 8-ball up table a little bit. It looked like he was going to be out there for a minute. And there he is with his first miss. Allows Keith back to the table. Keith doesn't have too great of an out here, though, so have to see what he comes up with. So now he's got to decide how aggressive he wants to be. He's in a spot now where really can't hide him. Bobby's got balls on both sides of the table. This is going to be a hard ball not to try to shoot at. You're going to try and cut it straight up the rail. And not only does he cut it up the rail, but he moves the 5-ball away from the 8. And Bobby almost missed that ball. Forced himself to have to play a combination now. He had a wide open table. Not that this is a difficult combination, but a combination nonetheless. So he calls this in the side. Going to come up table and float straight back down about where the 5-ball was to shoot the 8 in the corner. I don't know a whole lot about either of these two guys. If anybody in the comments, if you guys can give me any information on these guys, it'd be appreciated. So far, it seems like Bobby's got a very casual attitude about it and kind of swings at more things. Kind of a drag shot on that one. There's a 4-ball tucked behind that 12. That's what he's shooting in the side here. He's getting kind of aggressive, and that's going to cost him. Bobby's got 2 balls he's got to worry about, both the 10-ball and the 13-ball. The 10-ball is obviously an easier one. He can shoot it right in the corner. But even if he does float over to the 13, unless he actually moves it, the 13 doesn't go anywhere right now. And he was able to hit it. And got away with a little bump off the 7. Almost got stuck. He should slow roll this ball. He's going to try and draw off of it. He's taking a lot of time on this. This shouldn't be that difficult of a shot. Okay, he's I didn't think the guy was in his way, but he was waiting for the person on the table next to him. He'll just float across the table, and his speed's a little bit off there, so he's left himself a little back cut. So now he's going to come all the way back across the table and try and control this. He's going to let it float past the side pocket and then probably shoot the 8 in the side. He actually ran into the 8. I didn't think he wanted to run into the 8 there. But the 8 does pass the 3. I think he actually touched that, and it still went. Yeah, so I'll show you that real quick. He actually, that 8 ball actually did touch the 3. I don't know if you can see it there. So a dry break leaves the table relatively wide open. Now, since this is open till a called shot is pocketed, if he chooses to play that 9-4 combination, he can. Low balls are kind of questionable. I'm not sure if that 5 ball goes past the 15 in this lower right hand corner. Let me try and look at a different angle. I don't think it does. So that may make the low balls very difficult. Also, the 3 just below the side pocket makes them difficult as well. But if he chooses to take the high balls, then he's got to deal with the 9 ball. So it looks like he's going to call the 1 to the side. Not sure how close the 3 ball is. He may play off of that, and that's what he did. That makes the 3 ball no longer an issue. And the 6 ball, as long as it passes below the 4, that's his ball to open that up. But unfortunately, he didn't leave himself much of a shot here. Rolled a little deeper than he wanted to.
Table 7, Raymond Lynn, Jeff Jones. Table 7, Raymond Lynn, Jeff Jones.
So 128 players in this field. A handful have already been knocked out. The goal today is to get through all the players that will be returning tomorrow, or let me rephrase that, all the players that will be returning tomorrow will be in the money. So he allowed Bobby to have not only get back to the table, but get back to the table with ball in hand. So he's got a handful of options here, but he definitely has to figure out what to do with that 9 ball. He may be playing the 12 ball off the 4, and that'll open it up. I'm sorry, the 11 ball. And he didn't quite get there, so now he's going to try and play the 12 ball on the side and roll into it. And that almost cost him ball in hand, but now he just tied up his own 14 ball. 14 ball may bank below the 4 ball.
Thomas Park. Table 13, Tracy Pearson, Thomas Park.
But then he also has the option of trying to move it off the 9 ball. So I think that's what he's probably going to try now. And even if he hits the 2 ball, if he hits it 2 ball toward the rail, the 2 ball may make the 6 and open it up. Or he may hit the 2 into the 14, but he should be able to come straight across. Well, 2 ball hit the 6, neither of them went, and he's still tied up. He'll probably just use the 14 to pocket the 2 and try and take the pocket. Hard to see from where I'm sitting. The problem with this shot is he may have to do such a wide kick shot that the 14 is going to roll to the bottom rail if he hits it hard enough to make the 2 ball. It looks like that's what he's going to try. Oh, he went ahead and just smacked it. Hoped for a roll. He's looking at banking the 6 ball here and trying to go up table. If he goes too wide, he could wind up getting tied up behind a 13-15 rather than opening up his ball. That's not going to do him any good. He definitely drew back a little further than what he was hoping. It's fortunate that it stopped a little further away from the 8 ball so he can still actually make the ball. And make it 3-0 Bobby. So most of the rounds that are getting done now are going to be the last rounds for tonight's portion of the play. And it looks like every table in here is still being used. And those of you that aren't familiar with this venue, it's in Laurel, Maryland. It's Bank Shot Bar and Grill, and it's the logo that's on the top middle of the screen there. They have 17 7-foot diamonds and 3 9-foot diamonds, all covered with Simonis cloth. They have leagues just about every night of the week here. Full menu. Great place to play pool out of. Definitely get a lot of competition here. We have 3 of the Maryland State Championships here. We do the 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball at this location for the bar boxes. And then they also have a host of other tournaments here that include APA tournaments. I think they had a couple tap events here. Tap's one of the sponsors for this event. They definitely have tap leagues out of here. But they have Masters League here. That's what I play on. They have the regular 8 ball and 9 ball APA leagues, the tap 8 ball. And I may even be forgetting a few. He was looking for a little more roll on that ball. This is definitely, he's going to have to send a flyer here unless he can come up with a safe. Really don't have too many options on a safe here. It's hard to tell the angle, but he may actually be able to draw off of this ball and bring the cue ball straight down between the 9 and the rail, and then back up to the side rail behind the 14 and come back for the 4. 4 does pass the 10 ball to go in the same corner. He'd be shooting the 2 ball. I don't think he sees that shot or has even considered it as an option. Not an easy shot, any way you do it.
Counts of 11.
15 may be blocking to bank to the side. So he's going to try and bank it all the way back down on the corner. And he's off by 2 diamonds on that. But the cue ball is in a decent position. It's going to force Bobby to have to bank a ball or play a safe. With only those 2 balls on the table, he's got a couple options for a safe. And he just barely got there. Almost left him the edge of the 4. And I don't think Kieth can see it. But in the process, he also tied up his 14. I think the 12 ball actually goes in the side behind the 14-15, so it may not be a problem. And Kieth's going to call that as a kick bank back to the hole where he's standing. And it's a great shot. Wow. That was a phenomenal shot right there. And that's actually going to be the shot that puts him on the board right there. That was a really good shot. So we're going to watch that replay real quick. Look at that. Kicks it right in and gets position. It doesn't get much better than that. Well, guys, while you have a chance between these 2 racks here, hit that thumbs up button, give me a like. Let's get as many likes on this video as we can. The more likes we get, the higher up in the search algorithms it'll be on YouTube, the easier it'll be for people to find. Once you do that, then go keep that mouse in your hand and go right over and hit the subscribe button and hit the alert notification. Each new video that I'll start, you guys will get alerted, so you don't have to search for these videos. It'll come straight to your phone. So he's got a solid break. He's hitting the balls hard every time, but he's been breaking dry. That's a rough spot to be in when you know you're breaking hard. I think that's when it's time to change your break position. If anybody has any questions about the venue, any of the sponsors, or anything about the tournament, throw it in the comments. Even if it's something that gets posted in the comments after the fact, I always try to reply to the comments if it's a question or something that needs to be replied to. He actually shot that into the rail. Shot the cue ball into the rail. Came out, and then, which in turn shot the 3 ball into the rail. And that could be a big mistake because these balls are relatively open. And it's still an open table. Remember, this is open till a called shot is pocketed. He thought he missed that ball. I thought he had a chance to miss it, but when he hit that ball, you could see the look on his face. He thought he was going to miss that ball. Kind of left himself a little bit of an awkward position. Got to back cut this 1. He's got a chance to run into the 12. He could just slow roll it, which is what he chooses to do. And then now he should shoot the 5 ball here. Can't tell if the 2 ball passes 9. The 4 ball definitely passes the 10 ball though. If the 2 ball passes the 9, he should be out. And he's going to go take a look at that now. Based on that quick glance, I'm going to assume that it does. Gonna draw this back a little bit. Come right back for the 2. Oh, he's going high. He's gonna roll around the table. It's hard to tell with this guy. He's got a real casual stroke. I can't tell if he's trying to get on the short side of that 2, or if he was trying to roll all the way around to shoot the 2 past the 9. And he locked himself up on the 8. And it's one of the problems when you got that casual stroke. It kind of rolls into the way you play, and you wind up with these kind of shots. He's going to call this in the corner past the 9. I'm sorry, he called that in the side, didn't he? Good swing at it. The wide open table here. This should be a no-brainer. Unless the 14 goes past the 8 without touching, that's the only ball he's got to actually play position on. Everything else, he can pretty much shoot from anywhere on the table, and he's gotten out of line. All he had to do is stay away from traffic, and he, without question, should be out. And I think he can see the 14. He's probably going to shoot it in the corner. Okay, he played it off the 8. So that makes now the 8 ball he's got to play position on. And this is a rack that I'll say he got away with the win. He didn't win it, he got away with it. So that'll bring it back to him breaking for the game that's going to tie it up. A lot of dry breaks between these guys. So he's going to wait for the opponent on the table to our left. Now he's got to pretty much, he's in the same situation that they were both in at one point before. All their balls go. All he's got to do is avoid traffic and not leave himself any ridiculous angles. And from here, he should be trying to come between the 2-6, play the 5 and come between the 2-6. Just a nice little touch, and he's going to stay on that side. He's only problem with that is the 4 ball becomes an option when you're trying to get on the 2. It didn't take much inside to get between those 2 balls. that same exact speed, and then he has the option of shooting any one of those 3 balls. And I do believe, if he gets there, I do believe the 8 ball does go past the 10 in the bottom left corner, so that can be shot on either end. And it may even go in the side. So he does have a safe opportunity here. He can edge the 4 ball and come straight down to the rail and roll right back up to the back of the 2. He's got to freeze to the 2 or get within about a 3/8 of an inch or so. Otherwise, he'll give up the 13 or the 11. Looks like he's going to try to play the combination. Okay, so I think he is going to play this safe now. He's going to slow roll this. As long as he doesn't want to put any inside on this. I can't tell if he's putting inside. If he puts inside, it's going to come too far over and miss the 2 ball. And he spun it too far, now it's going to come right over. And maybe he was trying to play on the 6 ball, but I don't like that. I think the spin makes that shot too inconsistent. I think playing the speed and cutting the 4 to the appropriate spot, and then speed is all you have to worry about, nothing else. But Kieth rushes to the table and may have gotten away with it. Left him a combination or a cut on the 2, but he's going to go for the combination. So hopefully Kieth takes his time a little bit here more. And this is a shot. He looks undecided on if he wants to shoot this or not. All he's got to do is touch this 13. He's got to roll so deep into that pocket. If he shoots straight on it, he's going to try and draw this back. I mean, he's got a lot of helper balls there. He can go to either side of the 8, so he could slow roll it or hit it like that. But I think he's just firing at balls and then thinking about what to do after he hits them. If he's got to jack up off that rail to shoot that 14, I'd probably avoid shooting it. He can pocket that 9 ball and just play it with a little bit of inside to keep the cue ball coming up straight. And the 12 ball comes in the corner, the 11 ball comes in the corner, the 14 goes in the far corner on the left. And is he getting away with this or what? Okay, he can see the 6. I couldn't tell from here that he couldn't see it, or that he could see it. Looks like he shot it just to make it. Alright, so that makes it 4-2, Bobby Pacheco. So I'm going to turn our volumes off for just a minute. I got to step away from the laptop. I'll be back with you guys in just a minute.